the same thing. Touching or Facebooking similar to sex.
Well, new research shows that these very different activities have something major in common. Suzanne Stratford joins us now with more on this study and why women are impacted more than men.
Oh, Tracy and Bill, it sounds crazy. It really does sound crazy, right? How can texting or tweeting be similar to a real live person-to-person interaction? Well, according to this new scientific research, it turns out it's all biology, with the brain and body doing their own thing, whether we realize it or not.
Pretty much all the time.
People tweet, text, and Facebook, making social media outlets the fastest growing forms of communication.
Yeah, you kind of feel like a connection. You feel like you're closer to the person.
A connection so strong, new research shows it causes a biological reaction that also occurs during intimate contact.
That's funny though.
A study conducted by Dr. Paul Zak, aka Dr. Love, at Claremont Graduate University in California discovered that humans release oxytocin while communicating through social media and instant and text messaging. Oxytocin's a bonding hormone that's also released during sex.
It is interesting. It changes my view on it.
According to the study, the brain doesn't really distinguish between face-to-face interaction and texting. And in both forms of communication, women are releasing a lot more of the feel-good hormone than men, like 20% more.
I'm not entirely sure that I've ever noticed any particular feeling like that, but it does make sense.
And the study found that the so-called hormonal high that occurs can happen within seconds of the texting and last up to a half hour after the online connection.
I mean, it's interesting because it does feel good.
I would believe it.
If that's all it takes, then I'm going to change my relationship with my wife. We're going to text all the time, and she'll be happier, right?
Well, not exactly, says board-certified psychologist Dr. Lori Stevick-Rust.
We are creatures of human connection. So I think it can't be in lieu of. We have to be able to find a way to incorporate social media into our world, but we cannot lose that human connection because that's really what drives us.
But Dr. Stevick-Rust says this new information can be used to help the sexes better understand each other, like the one-word text.
It definitely disappoints me a lot more, like if a guy doesn't send as much as I put into it.
It's not personal. He's just a man.
If my expectation is that whether it's through the way that you're texting me or even in a face-to-face interaction, that you as a man are going to respond exactly the same way that my female friends are going to respond to me, I think the expectation is way too high because there's so many differences that we have to really respect and embrace.
Dr. Stevick-Rust says the study shouldn't be seen as good or bad. Men and women are just different, each with our own mental, physical, and biological reactions.
What we think, how we feel, how we behave clearly makes changes in the brain, in the body, because the mind and the body are absolutely connected. This study is just another example of how that is the case.
Now, doctors say clearly you can't replace real human interaction with texting, but they say it can be good, especially for shy people. That increased release of oxytocin that women experience is also very positive because it's a stress reducer. And they say it's what makes women often more compassionate and nurturing. And Bill and Tracy, those aren't my words. Those are Dr. Zach's words.
Okay.
Well, we are different. How was your day?
Sure.
Fine.
Okay.
How was your day?
It was really great because I got up and I went running and I did this
Very
and I did
detailed.
And that's the difference.
That's it.
All right.
One of the
Susan,
differences.
Thank you.